Hey everybody, back to a new episode. I'm so excited to be back. We're starting right here where we left off. It's been a while since I've made a video, and I'm very excited to be back. Um, on this episode, on last episode, we built this house and we went exploring. We got a few resources, and on this episode, I want to leave this starter house and go move into what I think would be our first base over there in a mushroom. So in order to do that, I think I'm gonna go through my things. I'm gonna leave some stuff and I'm gonna take some stuff. I think I'm gonna leave some, some basic necessities like some food. I think I'm gonna leave the food. We can always make a farm at our base. I'm gonna leave some planks as well. If I die, I'm gonna need like some super quick tools to get myself back. I'm gonna take this. I am gonna leave some iron in case nope, right here. In case I need it later on. And some stone. Alright, that's all I'm gonna leave. And can we use the door? I don't know. Well, we're gonna leave it. Alright, we're gonna leave it and off we go. Close the door. We don't want any monsters inside when we come back. So let's go find our new home. Alright, so here we are. This is gonna be our home. Let's start by digging this out. So yeah, I've been away for a while. Mother's Day just passed, which was one of the reasons why I guess I took a bit of a break. I had been busy making my kids' costume. This year the school made music through the decades themed dance recital. And so my kid's costume was a disco costume, and I like to sew. Sewing is one of my favorite hobbies. But this year, at every single time I make his costume, if I can. But this year I was like, I am not gonna bother with it. Having a baby in our lives takes a lot of time for me, so I'm like, I thought, no, I can't do this. I don't want to do this. I did not just do that. Oh my god. Híjole. Well, I hope it's okay. I did want to knock some windows into this thing. Hopefully that works out. Oops. That sucks. Anyway, so I really didn't want to make his costume, so unfortunately I couldn't find his costume anywhere. Or at least not to my liking. Not exactly to what the teachers were asking for. And I looked everywhere on Amazon and AliExpress and all the stuff, and I couldn't find something that I really liked. So I ended up making it myself. It took me 2 weeks to make it. To be fair, I think I could have finished it faster. Because I did have the help and support, but it was during vacations and we wanted to do some fun things. We wanted to go out. have some fun. So I prioritized our family time over making the costume. So it was a little bit of everything. But yesterday was the festival. And so I finished it. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I guess you're gonna have to take my word for it because you're never gonna see it. But I really liked it. It was really nice. It was a little bit over my skill set. It was definitely challenging. I had to make a button-up shirt. Oi, what was that? That was a drowned, wasn't it? There goes my axe. I had to make a button-up shirt and some pants, and they all had to be silver, and it had to have some sequins. I guess I can put a picture up right here so you guys can see it. And well, I looked around fabric shops. I was never gonna find something exactly what I needed. This guy's coming for me. I need some weapons. Oh yeah. No. Okay, let's make some weapons real quick. So yeah, I had never mashed up two fabrics together to make a sequence motif kind of thing. I had always used just the one fabric, and there you go, there's your shirt. So working with a sequence fabric on top of a silver fabric, and that was another thing that I had to deal with. The silver fabric that I got was very slippery, so I had to be very careful so that the fabric wouldn't shift and end up all warped and weird. But in the end, like I said, it worked out. It looked great. I don't know. I don't want to say that it looked exactly like the picture, but yeah, it worked. It worked. It was good. So do I want to use birch or do I want to use... I don't want to use this dark oak. So let's move in here. I don't like being out in the dark. That should be enough. Okay, and then we're gonna need some ladders. I think 3 is enough, but just in case. Let's put the ladders right here, I guess. Right here. 1, 2, 3. Whoop. Okay. And we're gonna put these slabs right there. Alright, so this is gonna be a very tight situation. I am gonna knock the middle section off. Yeah, see? Okay. No. Wow. No, I can't believe I just did that. Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. Okay, that's fine. We're just gonna roll with it. Roll with the punches, quite literally. We're gonna put some glass on this. Roll with the punches here. Oh, I'm so sad. So sad. You know what? We're gonna knock this over and instead put on a door. What's that door called? How do you make it? I think I need one more. Wow, I can't believe I did that. I guess we can fix it later on with Silk Touch. I've never had Silk Touch, but hey, that's one of my objectives in this run. There's a lot of things that I've never done that I would like to accomplish, like Silk Touch. There we go. Okay, we have glass over here, glass over here. I'm gonna knock this one, put glass over here, and this one, and glass right there. And I guess we'll put another one right there. And there. Okay, good. This is what we're working with. It's very tight. We're gonna put on a bed. A bed that we don't have, a chest that we're gonna make right now, and I guess we're gonna live very minimally, which is not me. I'm not a very minimal person. I'm actually more of a maximalist kind of person. And we're gonna put some stuff away. I am gonna throw some of this away. Let's put that away. Okay, let me get some of this out and I'll see you in a bit, see what we can do next. Alright, so there it is. I've cleared up some of the space right here. And I've cleared up some space over here too. And I got a bed in here. I tried putting another chest in here, but that didn't work. Maybe over here, but I think I want to save that space for something else. What? I don't know yet, but maybe a furnace? Yeah, definitely need a furnace. Alright, that feels very cramped. Good. Over here, I would like to do some sort of open space working area. Maybe with some fences around. In this case, I do want to use some birch, so let's get some of that. Okay, so I have the fences and what? A gate. Okay, so let's give this a try. So this is symmetrical, great. One block symmetrical. So we can put the gate right there. And this is so that I can work in here without getting attacked by zombies. I'm thinking mostly. I don't want to spend a lot of time in here. Yeah, this looks nice. I'm gonna get rained on. I guess I could put a roof on it. Let's try putting a roof on it. Okay. Let's use more slabs. So I'm reading this book. It's called A Discovery of Witches by Deborah Harkness, I think. I've been wanting to read this book for a long time. Back when BookTube was on its very beginning, that book was kind of popular. And I've always been interested in witches, so that's always been a book that I've been wanting to read. But yeah, so I'm finally reading it, and actually I found out that it does have a series. So I'm excited to watch it after I finish it. I finish reading it. I think it's a trilogy. Oh, there's another zombie. Where's the zombie? There it is. So I do want to watch the series and see if I like it, because the book isn't really I'm not really enjoying it. It makes me think of like Twilight, but for I don't know, more like more adult or more fantasy. I don't know. It's maybe not adults. It's just not set in high school like Twilight. And to be fair, I am not very um, I'm not very familiar with the Twilight books or movies for that matter. I never watched the movies. I think I tried watching the first movie once, but I didn't really like it. I do remember one of my friends from college was a big fan of Twilight. So she lent me her book, and I did try reading it. I even tried listening to it on audio because I wasn't getting into it. I thought I have to get into this. I have to read it. I have to push through it, and I just couldn't. I really tried. I couldn't get into it. And so this book really makes me think of Twilight. It's also vampires. I guess the Twilight series doesn't have witches, but this one does. It has witches, it has demons, it has... Well, I guess Twilight has that... the werewolves. It has the werewolves. I think I'm gonna make a farm right here. Or we could branch out. Let's branch out so that we don't complicate ourselves. Did I throw away all... I think I threw away all my dirt. Yeah, I did. Alright, let's even this out a little bit, put on some stairs, and with that dirt, we'll build up the farm. So anyway, yeah, Twilight has the werewolves and the vampires, and this book, A Discovery of Witches, has vampires and witches and demons, although there hasn't been a lot of demons, but so far it's been like a war between the witches and the vampires, kind of like in Twilight, how it's a battle between the werewolves and the vampires. And yeah, so I do like fantasy, and I like witches and I like vampires, but it reminds me a lot of Twilight, and I'm just not into it. So I'm almost done with it. I'm listening to it on audiobook. I'm trying to push through it as fast as possible so I can be done with it and call it a day with that book. Yeah. What's another book that I read? Well, another book that I read is one that I really enjoyed. I listen to a lot of things on audio. No, I think I want to extend that. So I listened to the audiobook of Abroad in Japan. Motorcycle. I don't know if you can hear that. Well, I'll find out. But I listened to the audiobook of Abroad in Japan, and I really enjoyed it. And it's Chris Broad actually narrates his own book, and it's really cool. I think it's always nice when authors themselves narrate their own books. So it was really nice. I'm a fan of Chris Broad, so it was nice to listen to the book in his own voice. And So, but anyway, but recently, because I liked it so much, I wanted to get the physical book, and I recently finally found the physical book, and so I've been reading that, and I think I want another stair right there. So that's really good. I think that one is my favorite book of the year, just because it's, you know, the cynical Chris Broad, and it's Japan. I'm really interested in Japan. And it talks a lot about how his life started in Japan, how he made the decision of traveling to Japan, how all that process was, and his early years in Japan. And I don't know if he recently announced it, but I recently found out that he's writing a second book. And I think it's going to be about him traveling through Japan, exploring Japan. So I'm really excited for the second book. If it's anything like the first book, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, so we have, I think this is going to be a little storage shack. I really like how it turned out. It's very simple. It's just a little roof, a bunch of chests. I didn't realize it was a 3x3. So these little ones are gonna be here, but I guess it works. I guess I could trade these for some barrels. I've never had barrels. Let's do that. So yeah, this one's gonna be construction chest. This one is gonna be, I don't know. And I don't know. I don't know yet. I guess this one can be blocks. Like sand and dirt. Okay, so we'll put those there for now. This one can be, oh, because I wanted a space for the things that the creatures drop, like rotten flesh and gunpowder and bones later on. Yeah. That's the whole reason why I started this project, because I wanted space for this rotten flesh and this gunpowder. Two little things. Oh, we also need to put down the sugar cane, and I think I want to put this down here. This too. Oh, I have more rotten flesh right here. Oh, not that. So yeah, do you guys like to read books? Is there any books that you've read recently that you've really liked? I'm gonna leave this iron right here and the redstone, and let's build that farm. Okay, so we have these stairs going up over here, and I think I'm gonna need some stairs going down this way. I left some on the other side yet. This is the bad thing about this, but yeah. I wanted to live in mushrooms. Here's 3. Oh, this might be enough. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Alright, here we go. Oh, we can collect this kelp. Okay, and from here, I think we're gonna branch out. Ooh, this looks like a big cave. We should come explore this one. let's try and get a spider. Hopefully we can get a fishing rod. I would like to get some food going. I want to go down to the caves and maybe try and get some diamonds. Alright, here we go. 2 spiders. Yeah, this lag doesn't help at all. Got 1 spider. Oof. 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 Alright. Here we go. 1 spider. 1 spider. Yeah, nice. 3 string. Just what I needed. Look, don't fall in the hole. Alright, I would love to go hunting for more monsters, but without any food, it doesn't sound like a good idea. I thought I had an apple. Did I already eat it? I guess I did. Wow, okay. Let's go fishing then. Alright, that's not a... Oh, jeez! Ow. Okay. I'm gonna stay inside for a little while. Don't I have iron? I should probably fix. I should finish making all my iron armor. Are they dead now? Not yet. Alright, I fished for all night. And we got 10 cod, 4 salmon. What was that? No, that was a door, but I can't tell which one it is. 10 cod, 4 salmon, 4 pufferfish, and 1 bone. Oh, I totally forgot to plant this sugar cane. Are they gone now? Okay, let's make the pants. I have enough for shoes as well. And then I just need 5 for the hat. Alright, they're finally gone. Let's put these down. Where can we put them down? There isn't really a good spot for these. There we go. 6. That means we can make the hat or helmet. There we go. Helmet on. Now we're fully suited up. Nice. Okay. Now we can cook the fish. We need a room for this mushroom. And I never found a brown one. I would not dare break. Okay. There's already this cave down here. Does this go far? A little bit. I don't want to go down there now. Yeah. I can't get out now. It's pretty bright. We can dig in here a little bit and put the mushrooms in here. See, that door that I left at my other base would come very in handy right now. But I was like, oh, surely not. I'm not gonna need that. I guess I do. They grow on all surfaces, right? They don't need dirt or wood. I guess we're gonna find out. And we got some coal. Great. Do we need that? I guess we always need that. I think I'm gonna take I'm gonna take that trip back to the first base and get that door. But first I'm gonna get all this coal and then we can go. Nope, this one over here. Alright, that looks like that's it. Okay, and we're gonna put these mushrooms down so that I can stop carrying them everywhere. We also need some stairs going down this thing. One, 2, 3, 4. Five. 6. Nah. How does that look? Nope. Yeah, that works. That works. How does it look in here? Still quite bright. I'm not sure if that's okay. Why is it so bright? Is it all that light coming from this door? I thought this door would block off that much light. All that light. Okay, let's knock it back this way. Alright, I hope that's enough. I guess I'm gonna have to Google what's the brightness for this thing. What kind of darkness does the mushroom acquire? Oh, the sun's going down. Alright peeps, we're gonna call it quits right here. Today we built a second starter home. We're gonna be living in a mushroom. We have our storage mushroom. The sun is going down. We also have some crabs. And we built a room mushroom. It's all about mushrooms in this world. Alright, so see you guys next time. Bye bye.